Hello fellow crafters, this is Julia again, and today we are going to look at how to create a really cute Easter basket on your Easter cards. I mean, you can do this, you can use this technique for all kinds of stuff, but we're going to do Easter today. I'm going to start out with a white card base, A2 sized. I had a piece of green paper here to put on the front of the card, but I later switched to orange because I wanted just to try something different. And then I've used the new W+9 Sunshine Layer dies, and they have two frames in this die set. And I've cut with the scallop frame, with the bigger one, a piece of regular white cardstock, and then a piece of vellum, exactly the same die that I used. And then I used the smaller one that gives you the rounded edges for this little front panel. The stars of the show are the spring flower dies by Little Inkers, and you can see you have these flowers and the leaves for these flowers that you can tuck underneath here. And while I was looking at these dies, I was like, wait a minute, what if I turn these around? They look like Easter eggs! And I felt like the most brilliant person in the world when I figured this out. Just give me a moment to pat myself on the back, okay? Because, you know, that's kind of nice. What I did is I die cut my eggs from just different colored cardstocks, and then I'm using my white gel pen, and if, like, you know, it doesn't get started, just use it on your skin for a moment, and that will usually get it flowing again. And I'm just going to put some patterns on these eggs. It doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't need to be super elaborate. As you can see here, it's rather wonky on this orange egg, but that doesn't matter. Just something to add some interest here. And here I'm just using large dots because this is the largest egg. Pretty, aren't they? I just love them. Now I've used my front panel here, and I've drawn the shape of a basket, so just a rudimentary shape. Now I'm enforcing the sides because here I'll be using my craft knife and I will be cutting through the cardstock. This is why you should use relatively sturdy cardstock for this, if you do this, because it's gonna take some abuse. So I'm just using my craft knife here to cut slits where the sides of the basket is. Then I'm creating a double knot, so that's just to prevent the twine from slipping through the slit. And then I'm creating this loop and using the back side of my craft knife to push it carefully through the paper. Then I'm just drawing this the twine through. Then I'm again creating a loop, and I find that sometimes creating a loop is a little bit easier because you have more, like you have like twice the amount of twine that you can push through. It's easier this way for me somehow. And this you keep repeating over and over and over, and this is why you need sturdy cardstock, because it's going to take some abuse. Also, you have a cat, as mine appears in the upper left corner at the moment because she sees that I'm using twine, and of course she needs to play with this. Oh my god, she needs to play with this. So, well, we found an arrangement that I could use my twine and she wouldn't grab it away from me. And you can see that you need quite a bit of twine because you're basically looping it on the front and on the back side. So, and then you can just rearrange it a bit until it fits to create your basic shape. And you can see I've used some tape on the back side here to make sure this will not come undone on my card, and trimmed off the other thing, and then you can see the rudimentary shape of the basket here. Then I'm going to use the Grassy Border die by Lawn Fawn. Just love this die. I've seen Laura Sturks and Paulina from Pretty Pink Posh use it all the time, and it's just perfect. And I just trimmed this down a bit, and using my new craft scissors, thank you Jennifer McGuire, to trim this down until it fits perfectly into my basket. And my cat is being very excited because she really wants some twine. And you will see what happens in a moment. But here you can see the basket with the grass fit in there. And then my cat is inspecting it, and I made a noise that scared her, and she just, you know, ran across my entire crafting surface, and I had to find the eggs again and the grass and whatever. Teaches me a lesson. But once I finally had everything found again, I just put some glue on the back of the eggs and the grass and just tucked them in there. So here is your tiny Easter basket with some grass and with the eggs. And then when I decided to switch to an orange background paper, I grabbed my Orangeade, I think, Mama Elephant pigment ink to stamp the sentiment, and then I've grabbed a few Hero Arts inks and the Blossoming Buds stamp set by Paper Smooches because it has a few smaller stamps. And all I've done is I'm using the the different sizes of the floral stems, and then also a trio of dots, and then the leaf here to create my own pattern paper basically that matches the color of the eggs. Put some glue on the back side here and then adhered it to the front of my card. And I have already glued down the orange paper on the very front of the card, so there's some contrast there. It's Easter, why not go for, you know, lots of colors. Putting some glue directly in the center of this piece, and then I'm fitting my vellum on top of it and then 3D mounting the front panel. And you can see the vellum mutes the bright colors in the background a bit, so the focus is still on the Easter eggs. Then I've grabbed this dot trio again. It's the same stamps that I used on the background there. Stamped it out in a few different colors, and then I'm using my Jelly Roll Stardust pen to add some glitter. Then squeezed some glossy accents on the largest dots, and just spreading it around with a needle, because that will trap the glitter and intensify the colors as well. Just really pretty. Here's a close-up of our Easter basket with the eggs and of these accents that I stamped out and decorated a bit. And just to show you that you can easily do a variation of the theme, here's the first card that I created with a green background and some homemade enamel dots, and also like a red egg, which gives it a little bit more intensity. So you can see you can change this around with whichever way you want. If you've liked this video, please leave me a thumbs up. That will let YouTube know that you want to see more from me. And if you stop by again the next time, I'll be very happy to see you again. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.